Hello, we're back. In episode 10, I said we'd be talking about the Invader port to the Nibble, Program First and Circuit Blocks, a visual programming IDE similar to MakeCode Arcade, then converted to C++ in Arduino's IDE to add the sprites. Here's what the code looks like in Circuit Blocks, and here's what the auto-generated C++ code looks like. When I created Invader for the Nibble, they didn't have a sprite editor as part of Circuit Blocks, so I had to convert it to C++ and import it into the Arduino IDE and add my sprites. Now it looks like they've added a sprite editor, so I'll have to give it a try at some point. So this is the first version with simple shape primitives. You can see I have support in there for the sprite animation when the sprites are added. And here's what the final version looks like with sprites added. So there it is, Invader ported to the CircuitMess Nibble using Circuit Blocks and C++ in Arduino's IDE. The Nibble comes in kit form. It even includes a soldering iron. So I had to solder all of these buttons on, and this switch, and the screen, and the battery compartment in the back. You can see some of my handiwork here. And then assemble it with these 4 screws. Here's the CircuitMess website. You can see the Nibble is sold out. This is everything that comes with it, including that soldering iron. And now for the bonus section. I wanted to show you guys a really cool website that I found via MagPi Magazine, a magazine dedicated to the Raspberry Pi. The website is called Obsolescence Guaranteed. It has a section called Early Systems that are even before my time, and most of these systems came in kit form. Then there are 8-bit and 16-bit sections where you'll see some of the machines that I'm covering in my series. I also wanted to show you another game that I've been working on in Godot, or Godot. It's a remake of Tapper, the arcade game. I'm calling Sodaslinger. I created these graphics for a prototype for the iPhone 3GS back in 2009. I was working with a programmer and he sort of bailed, so it was never finished. That's why the graphics aren't colored in and the resolution is low, 480 by 320, as it was targeted for an early iPhone. So I thought I'd try to use them to learn Godot. Here's what I have so far. I still have quite a bit to do, but most of the functionality is there. Here's the title screen and the scoring information. We'll go ahead and start it. So we can run down the bar or move between the different taps, and we can serve the customers. If we toss a beer off the end of the bar, it breaks and we lose one. We can also serve this guy and he'll send a glass back. I can pick it up or I can wait for him to send it back to me. As long as I'm at the right bar, I can pick it up. You have to let him get up far enough so you don't push him off the screen. We'll see if I can get somebody to leave a tip. Lost that one. Let's see a little bit farther. There we go. also, if I miss the mug, it'll fall off the near end. There's a game over. Let's start it again and see if we can get it. Some of the cowboys will leave a tip. There's a 1 in 3 chance. I believe might be 1 in 4. These guys give you 50 points every time you serve them and push them off the end of the bar. These guys only give you 25, but they also send the beer back, and you get 100 if you pick up their beer mug. Oh, there's a tip. Now it's in, so I can pick up a tip for 500 points. There's another one. So anyway, all the functionality is here, but I still have quite a bit to do, actually. And that's Sodaslinger in Godot. I just started messing with Godot, and I have to say I absolutely love it. It uses its own scripting language, very similar to Python. Can be used for 2D and 3D games, and has a physics engine built in. I have already ported Invader to Godot. We'll be checking that out in the future. I also wanted to say that after I finish this journey, I will probably be taking requests to see if anyone is interested in tutorials for some of the content that I have shown here. I found that my simple Invader demo works for me to help me learn a new language, a game engine, API, or library to get me started working on a game. So that about wraps up episode 11 of my journey in game programming. Please like, subscribe, and leave any comments or suggestions you may have that could make these a better experience. Next episode, I will be showing a port of Invader to the web using blocks and Verge 3D's Web IDE. We will be creating a 2D and 3D version with Verge 3D, so stay tuned. Until then, bye, and I'll talk to you next time.